Good morning everyone, this is As Mohammad Khan and I welcome you in today's segment. In today's segment we will discuss one important concept student, it is chlor-alkali process. With the help of this title you can understand that what is it. It is the chemical process from which we can obtain chlorine, alkaline and with this we also obtain hydrogen. Means the chemical process in which we obtain chlorine, hydrogen and sodium hydroxide. That chemical process is known as chlor-alkali process. In this, the primary chemical substance that is used, student, it is brine. Now what is brine? Brine means the aqueous solution of salt or aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Aqueous solution of sodium chloride is known as brine, student. Brine means aqueous solution of salt, NaCl and water. NaCl and water together is known as brine. So when the current is passed through the brine, student, then what we get hydrogen, chlorine and sodium hydroxide. And this process is known as chlor-alkali process. Now the brine plays very important role in this. Now what is brine, student? Brine means the aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Now this brine we also use in our daily life. Where we use it? We use it as preservative. And we also use it as a cooling agent, student, in the refrigerators or in the ice box. Because it is used, this brine or aqueous solution of salt is used to preserve fish, meat, pickles, and with this it is also used to freeze the different substances or the medicines, especially in the ice box or in the refrigerator. This brine is kept, student. Why is it kept? Because it has low freezing point or low freezing temperature, student. It can cool easily. Student. That's why it is kept in the ice box, and it is also kept with the medicines. Now we come in this chlor-alkali process. How is it used? When the current is passed through the brine, student, then what happens? I am writing it as chemical reaction. Sodium chloride with water. When the sodium chloride with water is kept in a container and electric current is passed through it, then what we get? We get NaOH, means sodium hydroxide. With this we also get hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. These three chemical substances we obtain with the help of chlor-alkali process, student. Now this is one apparatus. In this apparatus there are the two terminal, positive terminal and the negative terminal. With this positive and negative terminal, what we have attached? We have attached the electrodes. This positive terminal electrode is known as anode and this negative terminal electrode is known as cathode. When the current is passed in these electrodes, student, then in the brine or in the aqueous solution of salt, there is decomposition takes place in which these chloride ions moves towards the positive terminal or towards the anode, student. And these sodium ions of the brine, they move towards the cathode. And with this, the hydrogen ion that are found in the water, they also move towards the cathode, student. And in this, there are the two gases are produced. At the cathode side, hydrogen gas is produced, and at the anode side, chlorine gas is produced. With this, there is some solution is remained here, and that solution is known as alkali, student, and it is found as sodium hydroxide. So from here, the sodium hydroxide is removed, and from this particular place, the brine is entered. So when the brine is entered from this electric apparatus, then from one side we get the sodium hydroxide, and from the upward side we get the two different gases, hydrogen and chlorine. So these are the three different chemical substances that we obtain with the help of this chemical process, student. Now, what is the use of these chemical substances? They are used for the different purposes, like the hydrogen gas is used as fuel of submarine, student, and it is also used to make the fertilizers. With this, it is used in the hydrogenation, student, from which the vegetable oils are turned into vegetable ghee. So vegetable ghee is produced with the help of hydrogen, student, and with this, hydrogen gas is also used to prepare the fertilizers. When the nitrogen gas is reacted with hydrogen, then what we get? We get ammonia. And with this, when the ammonia is reacted with other chemical substances, then we get the nitrogenous organic compound. And those organic compounds are used as fertilizers. With this, we get the sodium hydroxide, student. This sodium hydroxide is used for degreasing the metals. Degreasing the metal, student. With this, it is also used in the soap, paper, detergent and the textile industries. Means the sodium hydroxide is used in soap, paper, detergent and textile industries, student. With this, it is also used in the laboratories. Means this particular chemical substance, sodium hydroxide, that is also known as caustic soda, is used in the laboratories to do the different type of chemical reactions. With this, there is another substance that is produced. It is chlorine, student. Now, what is the use of the chlorine? Chlorine is used to prepare the two important components, student. First is PVC, polyvinyl chloride. It is a special type of plastic, student, and it can be molded. It can be molded, and it is generally used with the LPG stove. So this is the special type of plastic, PVC, and PVC is prepared with the help of chlorine gas. With this, chlorine gas is also used as disinfectant, student, to treat the water, or in the water treatment plants it is used. With this, it is also used to treat the swimming pools. Means when the chlorine gas is supplied in the swimming pool, then all the pathogens or the bacteria, fungi, algae, those all pathogens may be killed with the help of chlorine, student. With this chlorine is also used to produce one important chemical substance that is used in the refrigerators and air conditioners, student, and it is chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon is also produced with the help of chlorine, student. But this chlorofluorocarbon is harmful for ozone. Ozone depletion is taking place due to the production of CFC, student. That's why the government has banned on this chemical substance. And what is it, student? It is chlorofluorocarbon. So chlorofluorocarbon is also used in the refrigerators or air conditioners. Now we come on the brine. About the brine, I have told you that without brine we can't perform this process. Means the chloroalkali process is only possible due to the presence of brine, student. And brine is also used by us. It is used in the chloroalkali process. It is used as preservatives to preserve the fish, meat and pickles. It is used as cooling agents and to cool the different substances. That's why it is kept in the refrigerators or ice boxes, because it has low freezing temperature. That's why it is used. So it is about the chloroalkali process, student. Now you will write this important topic in your notebook and try to learn it. Thank you very much and have a pleasant day.